Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back. Now, this short video is about Melanie Holt. Now, Melanie went on a short video or short live not too long after the airing of the reunion special last week. Now, she indicated some goings on behind the scenes of the reunion, and this lends to her demeanor or her attitude or lack thereof. I didn't hear that she had an attitude problem at the reunion. However, she did say that people indicated that she had a bad attitude, and this is why. It was someone on the cast that was trying to hog down her driver, people that she used to drive her around when she's in LA. Someone on the cast was trying to pay them behind her back and use them to pull them up into the venue where the reunion is being held and also drive them around LA. And she was saying, not having it, not today, and I don't blame her. And I believe it was Marcel and Letitia. I don't think it was Kimmy and Maurice. You let me know who you think it is. I definitely don't think it was Maurice. I'm sorry, Martell, because she indicated that the person or the people wanted to pay. Martell so cheap he ain't paying for nothing. And then she also indicated that the person or the people had been coming for her all season long. Now we know that her and Martell had good points, high points during the season, and hence the Destin trip. So for her to say that the people or the person had been coming for her all season, I don't believe it was Martell, because they got along for a certain part of the season. So I really truly believe it was Marcel and Letitia. And they are the ones that always like to ride off people's back, hard on back, and try to take glory, like they balling and like they doing something when they really ain't doing nothing. You kind of riding people's coattails, and that is really the name of their game. Yeah, I really believe it was Marcel and Letitia. He tried to pay the driver behind Melanie's back, because he probably was saying a driver is a driver. She don't own the driver. She don't own the company. It's a business for him. We can pay him to drive us anywhere we want. And, he called Melanie and let her know. And she said, no, not having it. Get your own driver. I mean, you just sat there on the stage and said you have a multi-million-dollar company. You can't pay for a driver. That ain't nothing but a couple of few $100. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a rental car. You can't get your own rental car, really? So you guys tell me, please drop out in the comments. Tell me who you think. Do you think it's Maurice and Kimmy? Do you think it's Marcel and
So
Letitia?
anyway, yeah. So in a perfect world, right? I don't think anybody wishes or chooses or would like to have people around them that they don't want to see win, or they don't want to try to help do better or be better or any of that. Like, who desires to have the opposite in their space? In a perfect world, I would be able to be what I am with everyone who gets to talk to me and know me in everyday life. I would be able to be that same way with the people I work with in a perfect world. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just break this down, because it is tiring at times whenever you feel like, or when you've made the decision, like, I'm not about to be used anymore. I'm not about to be in any shape, form, or fashion, like, um, just sitting back and just taking certain things. So, for example, the first part of the reunion, and I know a lot of y'all, because y'all been DMing me, sending me stuff that people been saying, was like, oh, she had an attitude coming out the gate, and she had whatever, coming out the gate. So there are things that happen behind the scenes that y'all don't see. So, for example, when I first arrived on set at the reunion, I was very happy to be there. I was smiling. I was in a good mood. I had my team. I felt great. But there were things that happened before I went on that stage that already had made me upset. And, just feeling like, no, like, y'all not about to use me. I ain't here for it. It's a no. Those days are over. Because, when you're cool, you may do certain things. You want everybody to look good, everybody to feel good, all that good stuff. So when I pulled up, I myself, I have a certain person I use, a car company that I use. to drive me around when I'm in LA. I use them every time. And so when I came, I had 2 vehicles for myself and my team. And y'all saw the pull-ups. Well, just know that in between the time of me coming and me going on stage, it was some things trying to happen behind the scenes to use my 2 vehicles for other people's pull-ups. And I was like, first of all, I'm paying for this out of my pocket. I declined what was offered and I used my driver. So, and I was agitated. I'll be honest, I was agitated because I was like, dang, like I shouldn't have to keep being responsible for people. If people want to look a certain way and be a certain way, everybody needs to be responsible for themselves. Like, I booked this myself. I paid for this myself, you know? So it was like, then my driver, fortunately my driver, because we have good rapport, because I use him every time I go to LA, he hits me up and he was like, they want me to stay, me and my sister to stay, so they want us to do some more filming. And I was like, yeah, no. Then I went outside and I said, hey, look, this is a no. Y'all go ahead and leave. Then after that, he hit me back again and was like, oh, well, now they offering to pay me. And it was just like, no. No, I'm tired of it always being. So I was agitated. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I was agitated. When I first got there, I wasn't. I was great. But after that, and seemingly after I said no, kind of like going behind my back, contacting my driver, fortunately, God made it to where he reached out to me, or I wouldn't have even known. But I don't like it. I ain't here for it, you know?
And thanks once again for listening. And the video snippet is from Brown Skin Girl here on YouTube. Thanks again, guys. Bye.